book of Proverbs speaks a lot about our attitudes, specifically our attitude of pride, and it teaches us to avoid pride. In Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 13, it says, "The fear of the Lord is hatred of evil. Pride and arrogance and the way of evil and perverted speech I hate." Solomon, writing to his son, is saying, pride and arrogance, I don't like that. God doesn't like that. Wisdom doesn't like that. In fact, the fear of the Lord, which is the beginning of wisdom that we see throughout the book, it hates evil and it hates pride. When we move to Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 2, it says, "When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom." We see this contrast of the pride and someone having pride and someone being humble. That prideful person, there's disgrace in that ultimately. But the humble person, the one who fears the Lord, they have wisdom. And in Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18, it says, "Pride goes before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall." This really speaks of the nature of pride. What will ultimately happen when you fill your life with pride, when you are a prideful person? Ultimately, you're going to fail. Ultimately, you're going to face some sort of demise. And in Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 12, it says, "Before destruction, a man's heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor." Destruction is a result of being prideful, of having a haughty heart. But being able to have humility, there's honor in that. And then Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 4, it says, "Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked are sin." Proverbs straight up calls pride, having a prideful attitude, a sin. We're not supposed to be self-focused. We're not supposed to be self-centered. We're not supposed to be prideful. And in Proverbs chapter 26 and verse 12, it says, "Do you see a man who is wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him." Pridefulness is spoken very poorly of in the book of Proverbs. We are not supposed to fill our lives with pride. We're not supposed to approach our lives with an attitude of pride. Rather, we're supposed to be humble, because ultimately, there's destruction that comes with pride.